Okay, so today we are diving deep into the world of XR.
XR.
It's funny, right? We keep hearing it's the next big thing, the future of how we connect, work, even just chill.
Right.
But it feels like that future is always just around the corner, never quite here.
Yeah.
What specifically about XR caught your eye and made you want to explore this with us?
Well, the hype definitely exists,
Hmm.
but you're right to sense a disconnect.
Yeah.
Take the latest XR headsets, the Snap Spectacles 5, HTC Focus Vision, Pico 4 Ultra,
Okay.
all this cool tech, and yet the industry is struggling to translate that into widespread adoption.
Exactly. It's like everyone's waiting for that aha moment.
Yeah.
The moment XR goes from cool gadget to must have. Even Meta, who practically bet the farm on the metaverse,
Yeah.
seems to be hedging their bets with this big push into AI.
Right.
Makes you wonder, what are they seeing that maybe the rest of us aren't?
It's not so much about abandoning XR as it is recognizing that just maybe a different approach is needed.
Hmm.
Think of it this way. Meta is pouring resources into artificial intelligence, which integrates into our lives pretty seamlessly.
Yeah.
Your phone, your laptop, it's already there.
Yeah.
XR, though, demands a much bigger shift.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about fundamentally changing how we interact with tech, and that's a tough sell.
So, if XR is asking for such a big change, where do the biggest roadblocks lie? Is it just about getting the tech right, or is there more to it?
It's definitely not just one thing. It's a whole constellation of challenges. Take the economic climate, for instance. Post-pandemic investors are a little more wary, right?
Yeah.
They're looking for those surefire bets, and XR, with its long development cycles and uncertain payoff, can seem a bit risky.
Yeah, I can see that it's easy to get excited about the possibilities, but at the end of the day, businesses need to see that return on investment.
Exactly.
Hmm.
And then on top of the financial hurdles, you've got the limitations of the technology itself.
Mm.
XR headsets, for the most part, are still pretty pricey. They can be a bit clunky to wear, and let's be honest, outside of gaming and fitness, the use cases haven't quite reached their full potential.
It's true. I remember trying on an early VR headset, and it felt like I had strapped a small TV to my face. Thankfully, the tech has come a long way since then, but I see what you mean about needing those everyday applications to really draw people in.
And that's where the comparison to AI gets really interesting. AI snuck in through the back door, making our existing tech smarter and more efficient. XR is trying to build a whole new house, and not everyone's convinced they need to move just yet.
Okay, so we've got economic factors and technological hurdles, but isn't there also a kind of chicken and egg problem? Like, you need compelling content to sell the hardware, but you need people with the hardware to justify creating the content.
You hit the nail on the head. The industry is crying out for a breakout.
Yeah.
Hit something that goes beyond a cool demo and demonstrates the real, tangible value of XR. And to do that, developers need the resources and support to take risks and experiment.
So we've talked about the need for that killer app, but it feels like there are roadblocks on every side. Consumers aren't quite sold, businesses are hesitant, and developers are stuck in this weird limbo. Where do we even go from here?
It's about tackling each of those roadblocks strategically for consumers.
Hmm.
A big part of it is about perception. Right now, XR is seen as this expensive niche thing.
Right.
Making it more affordable is key, but it's also about showcasing those everyday uses.
Yeah.
Imagine slipping on a pair of stylish glasses, not a clunky headset, and being able to call up a recipe while you're cooking, or getting turn-by-turn directions overlaid on your actual view. That's the kind of seamless integration that could win people over.
Right. It's about making XR less in your face and more just a natural extension of how we already live, kind of like how we've gotten used to asking our smart speakers for the weather forecast or setting timers. Just there.
Yeah, exactly. And on the enterprise side, it's about demonstrating tangible ROI. I think about industries like healthcare, where XR could be used to train surgeons in realistic simulations without any risk to patients or architecture, where clients could actually walk through virtual buildings before a single brick is laid. These are the kinds of game-changing applications that can justify the investment.
That makes a lot of sense. It's not just about the wow factor. It's about solving real-world problems and making processes more efficient, more effective. And that brings us to the developers, the ones who ultimately hold the keys to unlocking these next-level XR experiences. What needs to happen to empower them to really push the boundaries?
Collaboration is going to be crucial right now. The XR landscape is a bit fragmented with different platforms and standards. We need more industry-wide cooperation to create a unified ecosystem where developers can build an app once and know it will work seamlessly across various devices. That kind of standardization will not only make their lives easier, but also encourage more investment and innovation in the long run.
So bringing this all back full circle to what we were talking about earlier with AI, it sounds like a big part of XR's success hinges on finding that balance between creating these completely immersive new worlds while also seamlessly integrating with and enhancing the one we already live in.
Absolutely. It's about meeting users where they are understanding their needs and offering solutions that are both practical and awe-inspiring. If XR can achieve that, then the possibilities are truly limitless.
It's been fascinating to dive deep into this with you. We've explored the challenges, the opportunities, and the big questions that will shape the future of XR. And as we wrap up, I think it all comes down to this. Will XR create its own separate reality, or will it find its true calling by blending seamlessly with our own world, augmented by the power of AI? That's something for all of us to ponder as we navigate this exciting, ever-evolving technological landscape. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep diving deep.